Hi guys, Fireplays here and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be designing new AFL Clash Guernseys, alright guys? So if we could hit 100 subscribers before the grand final, that would be incredible, alright guys? So that's the aim for now. But yeah, I really hope that I can get to 100 subscribers before the grand final. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, so as normal, we're going to be ranking these Guernseys out of 10, alright guys? 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. You guys can rank them in the comments as well. And yeah, so let's just get right into today's video. In the description, I will also be linking the home and the away, because some of these variants are quite similar to their home or away Guernseys. So, let's start off with Adelaide. I do quite like this one. I like their 3 little lines up the top, how they're small, and then their 3 bigger ones down the bottom. Main colour being white in this Guernsey. As a Clash Guernsey, Adelaide don't really have a white Clash Guernsey, so I decided to bring that one in. Add the little Older Crow logo in the middle. I like that. Blue cuffs, collar, all that. Blue. So then it would be definitely white, and then definitely the navy blue thing that's got the big portion down here as well. I like it. It actually looks quite clean, and I'm gonna say this one deserves a I'm gonna say that this one deserves a 9 out of 10 straight off the bat. I reckon it is a pretty good Guernsey. And yeah, I would definitely see Adelaide wearing this as a Guernsey. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for me on that one. Next, we move on to Brisbane, which this is a good start to the designing Guernseys. This is a very good start. Both of the first two look incredibly amazing. They're both going to score very high, I would be thinking. So I'm going to say that this deserves a I mean, look, let's just go through it first. So I like how it's got the 2 little gold lines there, the maroon, then it's got the white. Then you can see just that little bit of blue. In the Brisbane, I decided to add in the whole logo. I really do like this one, and I think, again, it's going to get another 9. So 2 9s straight off the bat. I do like it. This one just looks so clean. Like, having a look at it, looks so clean. And I had the maroon little strip. So the top part's maroon, and I had the little V, like what they have on their Clash Guernsey that they wear today. But I do really like it, and a solid 9 for me. Now on to Carlton. Again, this one's not too bad. I would probably say it's around a 5 or a 6, if I was to be completely honest. But for a Clash, I like how it has the white, and then like a little navy blue line strip, then a little white strip, and then into the big navy blue with the white Carlton logo in the middle. It's been a cracker of a start. And even though this one won't score as high as the others, I still feel like it'll score reasonably high. So I'm going to say that I like this one. This is a good one. And I'm going to say that it gets a pretty solid 6 out of 10 for me. So good start for all 3 clubs. And a very nice high start. Now this one is interesting. I added in a whole new magpie, like a literal whole new magpie that has black and white, like literally a whole new one. I added in 3 black stripes and 3 white stripes. And I don't think this one looks too bad, if I was to be completely honest. I'm going to say this one is a 5 out of 10. I think the stripes from the top, if they had it on the bottom, might have looked a little bit better, might have looked a little bit worse. The pie in the middle's right, but yeah, I'm going to say that this one is a 5 out of 10, mainly because of those lines. If they had worn to even hide, it might have looked a little bit better as well. There's a couple of different experimental options for this one, but I opted to do this. But yeah, a 5 still isn't that bad. Now on to Essendon. You can see the theme I've kept. If you go and watch part 1, you'll know what I'm talking about. Part 2 as well, because of course it's part 3. You'll see here that I got the bomber in the middle as normal. I have the white around the outside, which looks pretty nice, pretty clean. It does look. You can see here the bomber has been kept. The little black line down the middle has always been a big part. And so is the black line on the outside, the red on the inside. I really do like this one. Again, it's going to be ranked pretty high. So it's a really good start. And I'm going to say this one gets a pretty easy 7 out of 10 for me. I do like this design. And it is probably definitely one of my favourite designs in the AFL. Guernsey redesign that has been consistent has been this one. So it's probably been the highest scoring set so far that I've had. Now it's Fremantle. They've also had some pretty good sets, and this one again is no exception. It's a really good start in these Guernseys, I reckon. I reckon they've all looked amazing so far. This one has kind of let me down with this little V up the top is kind of a little bit too big, I reckon. If I had stuck with that V there, I think that would have been a little bit better instead of adding that new V up the top. So purely on that, I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 10. I just don't think that top V belongs on this Guernsey. I think 3 would have been enough. The 4 is a little bit over the top. So 5 out of 10 for me. On the next one now, Geelong, which this one is an amazing one as well. So you've got the little cat there, the cat face there. You've got a thick, a thicker, a thin, and a thinner line. So you start off with so you have it at both top and the bottom. So you see there you got the big navy blue strip in the middle. You've got a sort of a thick line there, a little bit of a less thicker one there, a thinner one there, and then the skinniest, thinner line up the top or down the bottom, if you're looking at top or the bottom. This one's clean to me. I think it's been an amazing start for the Guernsey so far. This could be definitely one of my best sets yet so far by the start. You guys can let me know. But I'm going to say this one is a 9 out of 10. It is looking really nice. Really clean, really nice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. It's really got everything that you'd like on a Clash Guernsey for Geelong. Now on to Gold Coast, which this one's probably a little bit controversial for a Clash Guernsey, I would be saying. You got the yellow over here, and then you got the red. So the yellow and the red, because they're the home colours, they share even parts on this one. They only get the side strip. The blue gets the middle strip and the cuff and the collar. So you'll be able to see here that the blue is the primary colour. You got the nice big GC in the middle. I like that. I like that a lot. And this Guernsey is actually not too bad. I like how it kind of just flows. Almost is a good way to call it. And I like how the... Oh, hang on, guys. How the yellow is on the GC. I like how that works. So the yellow into the GC. I really like it a lot. Alright, guys, I really do like this one. It's a pretty good Guernsey, and I'm going to say that it is a... This is a tough one. It's been a really good start for the Guernseys, and I don't think this one lets down. I'm going to say this is a 6 out of 10, probably because it looks a little bit like a home Guernsey still, not going to lie. 6 out of 10 for me. Now on to the next one, which is the GWS Giants. I don't know about this one. I kind of like it. Parts of me say it's a really good Guernsey. Other parts say it's probably not the best. So I'm going to say that this one, I like the orange parts of it. And I like how it's got the little grey strip here. If it probably had one down the bottom, it would have made it look just that tiny bit better. So it won't be a 10. I mean, look, I like the big orange G. I like that aspect of it. I like the orange parts. I like this black part, the grey strip. Does it belong? I think it does. I think everything about this is pretty well good. I like the white. You know what? I said it wasn't a 10 out of 10. I think it could be a 10 out of 10. I reckon this could be the first 10 out of 10. I'm going to say that, because we got no 10 out of 10s last Guernsey designing in the away. We got no 10 out of 10s. I'd hate for there to be no 10 out of 10s here. I'm going to say it's a 10 out of 10. I like this one. I like it. It's clean, it flows, it's amazing. So, there you go. There's your first 10 out of 10 this episode. I really do like it. Now onto the Hawthorn one, which again, this one is kind of a little bit messy. I got their Clash V there. I got their little stripes down there. I do like it. I think it does. It's a little bit messy. I do understand. It doesn't look the cleanest. You can see a couple of over lines over there. And the hawk, that looks quite messed up, if you ask me. So, because of that, it's going to drop down probably 2. So, it's the highest it would probably be a 7 out of 10. And I think it deserves a 7 out of 10. So, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, this one. 7 out of 10, I think that's about right. The gold up the top, the brown lines down the bottom. Would have it looked better without the brown lines? You let me know in the comments. But yeah, it's interesting. But it's not too bad. Now I move on to Melbourne, which this one is a big one. So I've had white. Now Melbourne don't normally wear a lot of white, or at least they don't wear white nowadays anyway. So I got the red, which is their home colour. And then I got the lighter blue, which is their Clash colour, what they wear in the Clash kit. So I decided to make the 2 Vs. Of course, the blue one being the bigger one because it's their Clash colour. So I decided to make sure that happened, but I don't think this one looks too bad. It does kind of look a little bit weird, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna say it's a pretty clear 6 out of 10. I don't actually mind it. It's not too bad, but there's probably a couple of improvements that I could make with it. Maybe like there might have been a little bit of navy blue perhaps missing on there. Now on to Norths, which this could easily be a 10 out of 10 too, but I'm going to say no. Again, the lines with their different variations make it look good but bad. I like how lines are all the same size, thickness. This one looks like it may not be, but I bet it is. And I like how there's no lines down here. I think that just, that makes the kangaroo a little bit bigger and better. And I'm gonna say it's a pretty nice Guernsey, and I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for the Kangaroos. Now on to Port Adelaide, which this is a good one. This is definitely a good one. So you can see that I've got the lightning prison bars again. That's been included in every Guernsey so far. So I like the lightning prison bars. That just goes to show if it's been in everyone so far. Same with the Essendon one. Port Adelaide and Essendon have probably had the most consistent things in this Guernsey redesign. I've had the white V, the black and the teal V, and then the grey for the rest of the Guernsey. I think it sits well, and I think this one we'll get a 9 out of 10 because it's similar to their Clash, but it's very different in many ways as well. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely different to their Clash, but I do like it. So it was a pretty easy 9 out of 10, but there's just something missing that just doesn't get it to 10 out of 10. Richmond's, which I actually quite like this one. Now, I know I went back to adding the tiger. I had it in the home, and I decided to add it back into the Clash because I thought, well, you know what? Last Guernsey redesign in the away, it missed the tiger. I missed the tiger in the Guernsey as well, and I thought, let's bring it back. Let's bring this back. So I decided to bring back the tiger, and then it's got the 4 yellow lines in the black sash, and then it's yellow, like what their Clash one is. And I actually think that this one's pretty good too, and I'm going to say it's a pretty easy 9 out of 10 for me. I think it just looks so good, and the tiger kind of fits in with the theme of the Guernsey as well, with yellow, pretty much everywhere except in the sash. Well, the yellow is in the sash, but the sash primary colour is not yellow. But yeah, easy 9 out of 10 for me. St Kilda, now this one again is very, very, very interesting. Now, this one looks so much like their current Clash. So, I'm going to say that I can't really rank this one any higher than a 5. Considering on that, the red lines are this one's kind of going for walkabouts. It's kind of on a diagonal. So, it can't really go much higher than a 5, and I'd probably say 5 would be the highest. I'm going to give this one a 5. It's not my best. It's definitely not a bad one, but it's just not my best. They could have been better for this one. I probably should have thought of something else better than this for this one. It's pretty much like the one that they have now. Sydney's is pretty good. So I've got the little red line up the top and then one down the bottom in a V. And then, of course, I've kind of got a V-looking thing here. I tried to make it as V-ish on the bottom and as line-ish on the top as I could, which I think I did a pretty good job there. And the rest, of course, being white. I quite like this one, actually. So I'm going to say this one gets a 7 out of 10. This has been a really good set of Guernseys, this one. Probably my best set yet, I'd have to say. And with only 2 more sets left to go, will there be a better set than this? I don't know. But look, like, this one does look pretty good. So I'm going to say it is a pretty easy 7 out of 10 for me. And it's just quite nice. It just looks nice, and Sydney could definitely wear this. Now on to West Coasts. I brought back a Yellow Eagle again. I thought it was important to have it there blue as what they normally have, and then 3 lines up the top and down the bottom makes it look a lot better. Again, it's kind of basic and simple, but basic and simple is good. And it's good to do sometimes. So I'm going to say that this West Coast one is also the same as the Sydney one, getting a 7 out of 10. You know what? I'm going to give this 7 out of 10. 6 or 7 out of 10. I don't really know which one. But yeah, I do like it. I like the eagle. I like the blue parts. I do like the lines, how they connect at the top and then at the bottom. So I'm going to say that the West Coast one deserves a 6 out of 10. I've changed it from a 7 to a 6. But yeah, I do think that 6 is pretty much suits it. Now on to the final one, which this is interesting. There's a lot going on in this one. Yeah, this one was actually made moments before the video actually started. So yeah. But you can see there's you can see the thick red and blue lines, and then there's white in the middle. There's lots of white on this Guernsey. And you can see the smaller red and blue lines. And then it's got the dog in the middle. I like having the dog in the middle. I didn't add the dog in the middle first, and I was like, hang on, this is missing something. This is missing the dog in the middle. I need to have a dog somewhere on this Guernsey, just so that it can break up this, because this kind of looks a little bit like a mess or a monstrosity. But yeah, I like how the dog is now in there. It makes it look a little bit better, and it does most certainly break it up. But yeah, I think this has been a pretty good Guernsey designing video. I'm going to finish it up now, and I'm going to say that this one deserves a 6 out of 10, just because there's a lot going on in it, and I don't know if the dogs would actually wear it, but it's not too bad. Now time for the showcase. Alright guys, so it's just time to go back through the showcase while we start wrapping things up. Alright guys, so the showcase will be starting now, and I'm just going to start wrapping things up. So still to come is the alternative Guernseys, which will be something that they'll actually wear out on the playing field. That's the final set that they'll be wearing on the playing field. I will be also making some training jumpers as well, and that'll be its own, pretty much a separate video. I'll still include them in the set design, in the full redesigned set thing. But yeah, so I do hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, so then you guys will be notified when more videos come out. I think, can we get to 100 subscribers before the grand final? Well, you guys will have to subscribe, so then we can. But yeah, this is just a quick little Guernsey showcase. You guys can let me know in the comments which one was your favourite, which one was your least favourite, what do I need to do for the alt Guernseys to make these all better. So time to get into the outro now, considering that we're getting into these later Guernseys. So I do hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can unsubscribe later if you don't want to be subscribed anymore, but it'd be amazing if we could get to 100 subscribers before the grand final, and then I'll be doing something extra special. Alt Guernseys coming up next, and then training as well. They'll all be found in the playlist, and links to previous videos will be found in the description. So I do hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, so then you guys will be notified when more videos come out. That's going to be it for me now, guys. So bye guys. Fire plays out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Fire plays out.